Hi, so today I'm going to be reviewing this Dyson Pure Cool Link air purifier. I got this from AO.com and I just have to say we ordered it just before the weekend, told them which days we were unable to take delivery, and they were very good at sorting out delivery within a 1 hour slot on a day that suited us, and they've been absolutely brilliant throughout, keeping us informed of everything. So in the box we have a remote control, the instruction manual. It does have a Wi-Fi password on there so you can set it up with the Dyson app. We have the actual purifier itself and then the base, which I do need to attach. So why this? Well, I have a girlfriend who suffers quite severely with allergies to cats and dogs, and we just so happen to own 2 cats and a dog. She also does suffer in the summer months with a hay fever because of the higher pollen counts. So it sparked our interest really as an air purifier that can filter out some of the pollutants that may trigger her allergies. Also, we were initially looking at Dyson do a very similar looking product that is a fan and a heater. And we have been looking at that for a while, but this seemed to appeal to both of us. Obviously in the summer months I would like it as a fan, and it suits her for her allergies as well. So the assembly instructions are quite simple. It literally says just pop this on. I'm going to do this for the first time now, and just push it down and hear a click. And there we go, it is ready. Obviously it needs a plug to be plugged in, and at the bottom here is the power button. Again, the Wi-Fi password is just on the bottom of this, which can be taken off, so you don't have the blue sticker stuck on there at the same time. Okay, so first off, it is quite big. I wasn't fully aware of how big it was when we ordered it. My own fault, obviously, for not looking at the dimensions, but it is a bit bigger than we expected. The plan was initially to have it on this table, this desk, but I don't think that's going to be appropriate, so we'll probably pop it on the floor. But because the base is quite large anyway, it means that the air, where the air comes from, will be higher up, so that's absolutely fine. Aesthetically, I think it looks very nice. Like I say, we have been looking at the other fans and heaters by Dyson just because of how they look more than anything, so that's great. It's only available in the white and silver colour, which again fits into most rooms. However, maybe it would be nice if they could offer some slightly different colours to suit people's tastes. Okay, so now I'll just show you the app. So it's a Dyson Link app. It is worth downloading this before you get the machine, as it can give you some very good demos of what it's capable of, and it might help you sway you towards buying one. So once you open the app, it tells you some details about where exactly you are and what the temperature is outside. At the moment it's just saying good, but it's because we've only just connected and turned it on, so I don't think it's had much of a chance to do anything. Within the app, you can control the purifier itself, so it's currently off. It can go on auto, or you can just have it on permanently, depending on what you prefer. From there you get to control the fan speed, and it literally does it as you do it. So you'll hear that go a little bit louder now to 7. You can turn it oscillation on and off. It will start moving. I'm a little bit OCD, and when you do stop it, it does just stop where it is. So I like to sort of time it so it's in the middle, just because of my OCD. There's timer limit. If you're going to sleep, you can have it on for 30 minutes, however long you want. And also there is a night mode, which makes it a little bit quieter overnight and drops the fan speed, but you still have good control over that. Okay. It will, once it's been working for a while, update you here with how you're getting on in terms of purifying the air. It gives you a score and lets you see how you've been doing over time. That can be changed from daily to weekly. And at the bottom it tells you, I don't know if you can see that, just how much life is left in the filter. So at the moment we have 4,300 hours. It says if you use it for 12 hours a day, it will last at least 12 months before it needs replacing. It does give you the ability to change the schedule. You can have the fans come on automatically at certain times of the day. You can have the purifier come on automatically at certain times of the day on certain days, and it can all be changed via the app. So it is very handy. Like I say, it'll be nice when it's got a bit more information on about how you've been getting on, but it needs to be really used for a good few weeks to get that going. And on the whole, nice and handy to have it on there. Obviously, some people may not have smartphones and they may not want to use smartphones whilst using the purifier. It does come with this remote, which controls everything. Obviously, it doesn't give you the visual representation of how you've been doing. So maybe it's it's worth buying it if you're going to use it with a smartphone app. And very handily, this does just sit on the top. The magnet sort of keeps it attached. I thought that might charge it, but it doesn't. Okay, so we're all set up now. I need to really go away and use it for a few days and then report back to you with how I've got on. I'm excited to use it, especially as it uses a HEPA air filter, which is the same technology that they use in surgical centres and hospitals. I will turn it off for now, and we'll see you in a few days. So, having used the Dyson air purifier for a few days, I'm just going to talk about sort of how we found it. Initially we had it in the bedroom, and we were finding on the app that the air quality was basically it was constantly good. So we decided to bring it downstairs where the animals live, just to give it a bit more of a challenge. So it's dealing with obviously more of the animal hair. We have 2 cats as well around here somewhere, so we thought we'd give it a bit more of a challenge. Looking at the app, it has kept the air mostly in good, with some dips to fair. You do notice on the auto mode that when it is fair, the fan does speed up to try and clear the air up a little bit. So good points about it. Basically its looks and its design. Being a Dyson, you know it's going to be designed very well. It does look great, and like I say, it fits sort of anywhere. It's what you'd expect from Dyson. The footprint is relatively small for something that is quite big, so it does mean it doesn't take up too much floor space. It's very easy to use. The remote particularly makes it very easy to use. If you do want to use the app, that's great as well. It's probably a bit more fidgety than using the remote, but it gives you that added bonus that you can see a graph of what's been going on. You can also set the schedules, which I think is brilliant. If you know you're going to be out and working in the daytime, or maybe away on the weekend, you can stop it. The auto feature is the best part, really. It's what we've used. We just kept it on auto. If we have felt warm, we've increased the temperature, decreased the temperature by increasing the fan manually. It's very quiet whilst you're sleeping, so it does what it promises to do in the night mode. It is very quiet, and we had sound sleep really with it. It's very light, it's mobile, easy to move around, so we have changed it between the rooms. It's not too much of an issue to do so. In terms of feeling a benefit, my girlfriend thought she possibly felt a bit of a benefit from using the purifier. Whether that's psychological or not, I'm not too sure, and I think ideally it would need some longer testing for us to really say for certain. Some of the bad points, it is quite tall, it is quite bulky. It means it's not really ideal to leave on a table. It does have to go on a floor. On the auto mode, in night mode, it does flick on the fan when it needs to, only at the level 4, that's the highest it will go, which may wake some people up. It did wake me up with a cold breeze, but I actually quite like that, so some people may not. It's not really got a tangible difference. You don't feel a tangible difference to anything. Like I said, we might maybe have felt something, but it's not something that can really be measured, and it's quite subjective. The colour scheme selection, like I say, it does look great, but I think some other colours would be nice to choose from. And obviously a big one is that it only really affects a small area of the house, so it's only in one room. As you're moving around, you're obviously losing the benefit of having the purified air. So all in all, I think the Dyson air purifier is a luxury item. I think it's not something that can really be justified unless you are someone that suffers quite severely with allergies. It is a very good looking piece of machinery. It's a very good fan. It keeps the room nice and cool if you need it to, and it obviously has that psychological benefit that you've got this peace of mind that the air is being filtered and filtering out any pollens or allergens.